Now, let us now look into the dimension as I begin to bring it home. How to change a limiting belief to empowering belief. All right. Now, guys, for every belief, belief can make you or destroy you. So how do you identify the belief that will make you and the one that will destroy you? Simple. The ones that will make you are the empowering belief. The one that will destroy you are the what? Limiting beliefs or the disempowering belief. Limiting beliefs destroy, empowering beliefs make. Limiting beliefs destroy, empowering beliefs make. So how do you change limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs? So first of all, you have to identify that's the first thing. You have to what? Identify your belief. That's the first thing. Now, what thoughts make you angry, jealous, anxious? What thought make you angry, jealous, anxious? Write these thoughts down. Now, listen, this training is simple. As I try to make it as simple as possible because it is actually simple. But for you to begin to see results, you need to give it some time. All right. Like I say, what thoughts make you angry? You may not have all those thoughts in your mind as at the moment, but you want to first of all identify the beliefs that control you. What belief that control you that you don't want? Because if you have a belief and it is empowering you, you don't need to stop it. You don't need to dismiss it, no matter what anybody tells you. Let me say it again. You are in a religion that empowers you, makes you feel happy, makes you feel loved, makes you feel empowered, makes you feel superhuman. And somebody is telling you to stop that religion. Is the person crazy? No, you don't need to stop. Whether it's Christianity, whether it's Islam, whether it's not atheism, whether it's Buddhism, all right? If you feel empowered, you don't need to stop it. How you need to know the belief to drop are the beliefs that disempowers you, the beliefs that limits you, the beliefs that make you angry, the beliefs that make you jealous, the beliefs that make you anxious. Write them down. Write those thoughts. So the first thing is you need to identify the thoughts that make you angry, jealous, or angry. Write them down. Then write down the beliefs you feel generated the thought. For example, I'm not pretty enough. That kind of makes you angry. So what makes you? What do you think is attacked? What belief do you think is bringing about that thought? Remember that is what you believe that you think about. Okay. Did you remember what I said? That the lady that worked with me, I was telling the lady, look at somebody that was a secretary like you are. Well, the person is doing well. Do you know that when I was saying that it wasn't entering her head? Because in her belief, as far as she's concerned, my problem is I did not go to school. I don't know, maybe this guy's lucky. And that was because her focus is based on what she believes in. Everything she's thinking, belief cuts off every other thing and gives you focus. You begin to focus on that thing you believe and the consequences of that thing you believe. And that was what held her down. And then she began to attract the things in agreement with that belief. And she kept getting reinforcements. And I said it. You see, I said it. It's because I didn't go to school. See, I have a graduate that came I invited the graduate. The graduate came, and then the graduate did not sign up because the graduate knows I did not go to school. Meanwhile, did you tell the graduate that you did not go to school? It's your belief that's making you feel that the guy knows you didn't go to school. So because you didn't go to school, he's not going to. That's the reason why he did not start the business. Do you see how this thing works? And then that reinforces your belief. You see, I said it. So what is making you feel that you're not succeeding in this business? What is making you angry in this business? There's a belief attached to it, because that anger is a sign of limiting belief. That anger is a sign of disempowering belief. Where is that belief coming from? I'm not pretty enough. Where is that belief? That's the feeling. I'm not pretty enough. Where is it coming from? Oh, my mother once told me that you're not pretty. My father in anger once upon a time told me that I will not amount to anything. And subconsciously, I believed it. And it has been haunting you. So anything you do and it doesn't work, you say, yeah, you see, I said, my father said it, I will not amount to anything. That is a disempowering belief. You're about to cut it off. But first of all, identify those beliefs. In your religion, what are the beliefs that you have that is disempowering to you? In your society, what are the beliefs that are disempowering to you? makes you angry, makes you jealous, makes you anxious, especially anxiety. What are those beliefs? Oh, that if you have to marry before 30. Now you're 31, you're 29, no, you're 29 years and you're beginning to get anxious. You're beginning to get anxious. You're beginning to get, where's this anxiety coming from? Where is this anxiety coming from? No. And then write it down. I'm feeling anxious. What's making you anxious? Because I'm not married yet. Okay, there's a belief that is exuding this anxiety. What's that belief? That I have to be, my parents want me to marry before 30. If I don't get married before 30, I'm a nobody. That belief, there's something wrong with it. It is limiting, it is disempowering. We must change it. Do you understand, guys? Yeah. So where is that feeling of anger coming from? There's a belief behind it. Trace it, write it down. Now, when you write it down, we'll go to step 2. Am I communicating? Are we good to that point? Let me see. Are we good to that point? I'm trying to check the comment section. Are we good to that point? Yes, sir. Okay, good. So after writing the beliefs down, it starts from the emotion, the thoughts that make you angry, jealous, or anxious, anxiety. What are those thoughts? So if you're having those thoughts are coming from a belief. If it's not a belief, those thoughts will not be strong enough. All right, write it down. Now, once you write it down, then we'll move to step 2. Now, step 2, examine your beliefs. Ask yourself, how has these beliefs empowered me? Am I progressing with this belief? Yeah, I've held this belief for too long that I'm supposed to be married by the age of 30. I'm 29. I've not seen the right partner. Is this belief helping me? Take it away. So examine it. Don't just throw it away yet. Examine it first. Okay. See, guys, you have to do it. You just have to do it. Does this belief make me feel empowered? All right. If the answer is no, ask yourself, how does this belief empower? How has it empowered me? Has it ever empowered you before? No. Are you progressing with this belief that you have? No. Now, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. You have to do that examining yourself. I won't guide you in this area. I'm just telling you what to do. Then you have to do it yourself. Okay, somebody's asking, sir, okay, that's Bond. How does our belief system synchronize with the spiritual realm? Since our belief system attracts circumstances that support it, our belief system creates what happens in the spiritual realm. I will prove it to you. Whatever you believe strong enough become your reality. And you see, this is empowering. Empowering to know that if I believe in something, it can happen. Okay, I believe. Now, watch this. If you go to my Instagram page, on my stories, you'll be seeing more of luxurious lifestyle. So somebody sent me a message, but sir, is it all about the money for you? Why? I mean, there's too much of, the luxury material things. Is it all about that for you? Watch this. If it was before, I would have cringed. I would have felt, I'm a sinner. That's true. I'm portraying material things. Do you know why? Because of my belief then. But my beliefs now have changed. What is my belief now? Very simple. It's in Philippians 4:8. Whatever is true, whatever is pure, whatever is praiseworthy, whatever is good, whatever is great, on these things, think on them. Therefore, everything that is good, pure, beautiful, praiseworthy, elevating, not the thing where I want to see. So that is what I'm projecting in my life. If you don't like it, get out of my space. That is all see, that's my belief right now. And what I believe long enough, I become. There are some things that they've told you in church that is disempowering you. Hey, there are some things that they've told you in church. It may not necessarily be in the Bible, but they've told you in church and you believe it and it's disempowering you. Examine it. Some of you are living in poverty because you believe that for God to love you, you need to be poor. Hell no. Okay? Since that's what you believe, it's okay. You want to be poor, but is it empowering you? Have you not been begging people from left and right for handouts to pay for your rent, to pay for this, to pay for that? You've become a beggar, and yet you're still holding down to that belief that you need to be poor for God to see that you are righteous. If that's the belief you have, then examine it. Is it empowering you? If it's not empowering you, then you have to change it, because that's not what the word says. So you have to. Don't worry. I'm going to give you the crisp resolution for that. All right. Now, after examining the belief, does this belief stop me from connecting with people? Another examining question. Don't wait for me to tell you what to. If you have a belief that poverty will keep me from missing heaven. All right. That poverty will help me not to miss heaven. That if I have too much money, I will miss heaven. I will stop serving God. If that is the belief you have, and it is empowering you, and it is helping you to connect with people, it's giving you joy and fulfillment, don't stop that belief. What empowers you may not empower me. Am I communicating? So that's another thing. That you believe in something does not mean I must believe, because it may not be empowering me. If it's empowering you, don't change it. Do you understand now? So do the analysis yourself today, not tomorrow. I've done mine. I now know. That is why sometimes I sound crazy to some people. I say, well, why are you doing such things? I mean, isn't too much? Aren't you doing too much? No, that's my belief. Look for what you can believe that will empower you. Don't come and infiltrate my own belief. But if you feel that my belief system, that the way I'm working, the way it's something that you want, then follow through. But please, does the belief stop me from connecting people with other people? Is very important, because we have entered the age of connectivity. This is the age you can no longer survive on your own in this dispensation. Please quote me anywhere, please. Yes, we have entered the era of synergy, the era of what you might call connectivity, the era of partnership. You can no longer do it alone. No matter how good you are, you must partner. So if you have some beliefs this is how I am. I like being on myself. I can make it on my own. I don't want anybody doing. I'm good at it. There's something wrong with that belief. Change it. The third one, the final assessment there is, how will my experience be if I didn't have these beliefs? How will my experience be? If I didn't have this particular belief, how will it be? It will be different. Oh, really? Then you have examined your beliefs. 3, create your replacement belief. This is important. If you dismiss a belief, there's no vacuum in life. Sorry, Bond, I hope I helped you with the synchronization of your belief and the spiritual world. You call into being from the spirit realm into the earth realm. The synchrony starts with you. It's what you believe in that you think about the most, and the vibration is emitted, and you begin to attract from the spirit realm into your physical existence. So it starts with you. I mean, that's empowering. When I found that out, I said, I didn't know I had this power. You have the power to decide on what to believe and what not to believe. In fact, you have the power to believe what I'm saying now or not to believe it. That's the power you have. But because God gave us brain, we can now dissect the things that we believe in. Do you get? Now, let me go back a little bit. Some people are called, all right, and they are indoctrinated to believe that if they strap bomb on themselves and they go and detonate it in front of people, that they're going to have 7 virgins waiting for them. Listen. Somebody was said to be, it's very funny when I say this. Somebody went to strap bomb on himself. I think it happened a couple of weeks ago. And the person went to bomb himself and put a metallic pan. He constructed a metal pan. I think I've heard this story way back before, but I think it popped out again. Constructed a metal underwear, right? Metallic underwear, so that when he explodes, his will not be affected, so that he will be able to have his 7 virgins and locks with them. Amen. So I think he was caught, and then they found out that he had a metallic something guarding his and I'm like, how? But that's what he believes. Are you seeing? Belief is dangerous. So belief can make you, or it will destroy you. Believe. What do you believe? So the question now is he empowering to him? To him, going to kill people is empowering to him, because he's going to have access to what? 7 virgins. Remember that belief is calling forth experiences that is not yet even proven. There's no proof, but there's a certainty to that thought, to that thing that you believe. It's certain to you. It's so strong, even though there's no proof. There's no proof that they're going to get 7 virgins, right? That's how powerful belief is. But then, since they're going to kill, and it comes with indoctrination. So what I say is this: as an intelligent being, sit back and ask yourself some questions. And that's where you examine this thing. Ask yourself the question, all right? The person telling you to go and bomb these people, okay? Why? Does it mean that person doesn't like 7 virgins? I don't get it. Does it mean that this person doesn't like 7 virgins? Why is he telling me to do this? So I go and enjoy the virgins and he doesn't? No, there's something wrong. Sit back, all right? So what does that mean? Examine your beliefs. All right. Next one is create your replacement belief. Be ready to drop the disempowering beliefs and create a replacement belief. A replacement belief must come from a place of awareness. That means you are no longer being indoctrinated anyhow. You are now adding and subtracting. Is this what I want? I have enjoyed a disempowering life for too long. I've enjoyed a limiting life for too long. I've enjoyed discouragement, failure for too long. Now I know that it was my beliefs that was giving birth to these failures, consistent failures and mishaps. So now I need a replacement belief. Therefore, the replacement belief has got to be empowering, and it must come from a place of awareness. Anything that will not, and it's very simple, anything that will not empower me, anything I think about and I'm feeling bad, please, off my life, please. Anything that any belief I want to have now and is making me angry, no. Any belief that I'm going to adopt now, whether spiritual belief, religious belief, self-belief, environmental belief, societal belief, any of them that I want to adopt now, and it's going to make me angry, it's going to make me anxious, it's going to make me, what's the third one now? Angry, anxious, make me jealous, all right? I'm disconnected from that belief. All right, let me see questions. Example, replace I am not good enough with I am enough. Believe that you are enough. With certainty, you'll be enough. Like Pastor Nick, he believed, and he keeps saying it, thank God for his parents. His parents told him, you are enough. That if God knew you needed arm for you to survive, he would have given you arm. That you are arms and legs, that you're enough. His parents kept on saying that to him, that it was his parents that made him who he is today, because they kept on believing, injecting that belief that he's enough into his mind. And today, he's doing more exploits than those of us who have arms and legs. So imagine you that have arms and legs. So what do you need to do? Replace that I am not enough. I am not good enough. I feel, no. It's not static. You can change it, all right? You can change it. A replacement belief is not something you wish it was true. A replacement belief is something you believe is true. You must believe it, even though there's no proof. There's no proof that if you bomb yourself, you're going to have some virgins in heaven. There's no proof to it, but people believe it, Ababi. Therefore, there's no proof that you're enough, but you must believe it as if it is true. Come on, you didn't get me. There is no proof that you're enough. There is no proof that you are handsome. There's no proof that you are committed. There's no proof that you are disciplined, but believe it nonetheless. That is true. Then it will become true. Because once you believe it, you begin to operate on a high vibration or high frequency being generated by vibrations inside of you. And you begin to attract the things that will bring results. And those results, no matter how little, will reinforce that belief again. Even though you are not, you feel or you think you're not enough, somehow that reinforcement, based on the fact that you just utterly, with certainty, believed it. Check everybody who's successful. They had a certain belief that they're going to be successful. All right. Now, that being said, believe it until it becomes certain. So even if you don't have that certainty, continue to believe until it becomes certain. I'm going to give you an exercise to help you to do that, okay? So that's the third one. Now, I want to show you something remarkable. Now, this video is of a young boy. Now, he spoke in Igbo language. I'm going to interpret it. In fact, I'm going to ask you to interpret it so that it will come from you guys. So if you can understand Igbo language. So how do you know early enough if a belief is empowering you? Or how do you know early enough if a belief is empowering you, or if you are still in the process of getting empowered by it? It's very simple. Anything that makes you smile, anything that the outcome will make you smile, will eventually empower you. Anything that the outcome will make you smile will eventually empower you. So you're looking at the outcome, not the process, all right? So do I want the outcome? Do I want the outcome of a fulfilled life? Well, do I want the outcome of a successful life? Do I want the outcome of that I'm wealthy, right? If I want that outcome, then whatever I'm going to do to get that outcome must be empowering, all right? So it is the outcome. Now, how you will know that you're on the right path is anything you are doing and you have peace of mind, you're on the right path. Anything that you're doing, you see, if you're defrauding someone, even though you have the outcome to be wealthy, but you're defrauding people to do that, it's disempowering actually, because you don't have peace of mind, but you're doing it nonetheless, all right? So that's a dangerous belief. That belief is going to destroy that person because you are trampling on others to get to that position of wealth, which is the expected outcome, okay? So that person doesn't have peace of mind. I mean, it's evident. In this business, my outcome is also wealth, but the process, peace of mind. I'm not trampling on others. I'm not stealing anybody's money. I'm not doing drugs to end people's lives. All right. So I believe I'm going to be wealthy, but because of the process that I'm using, I have peace of mind. That's going to be an empowering belief. That belief you have is going to be empowering. Okay. All right. So now watch this video. Watch this video, and I will explain this eventually. So please, this is a video. It's the guy spoke in Igbo, but watch this. I want to show you the power of belief, even though you don't have proof. I want to show you the power. This will blow your mind. Watch this.
Why are you? But what on you? What is 13 years? Gideon. It's in a boss. That cam now for 1,000 cam one day. A day. A day. Yeah, you believe 1 man dog. Dog on you should not share another side. Under 130 minutes, I finish. About what initiation. You should put you, mother, my God, so I cannot die. You're going to be home. A man can what or what.
Now, if you can hear Igbo, that would have made. So I'm gonna play it back. I'm gonna play back and explain exactly what he was saying. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Die young. Why are you?
Okay. So the teacher asked him, "Do you want to die young? Why are you packing these things into your body?" That is okpa. You know, a different type of moi moi. That is being what do you call it in English now? Moi moi. Please go to dictionary and check the English version, but it's a type of food for those who are not Nigerian. All right. So why is it? I mean, okpa is the hard version of moi moi. Is usually hard, and the teacher was perplexed. Why are you? Somebody said maize puddings. No, it's not maize pudding. It's bean cake is akara. All right. But anyway, it's like moi moi. So most of you know what moi moi is. So the teacher was a bit worried. Why are you eating so many of this? I mean, if you take 2 wraps of okpa, you may not even eat for the rest of that day. So now let's go.
Why are you packing? What on you? What is 13 years? Gideon.
So he said he is 13 years. How can you be eating all these things? You are just 13 years old. And he asked the boy, listen, he asked the boy, do you want to die young? He said, no, man. Like somebody who is who has pity for what he did, who is remorseful rather about what he did, right? He said, do you want to die? Do you want to die? He said, no. Listen, watch this.
In a boss that cam now for 1,000 cam one day. A day.
So he keeps boasting that in a day he eats 1,000. I think they mean 1,000 naira worth of okpa. That's a lot. That's like almost 10 wrap. No. Almost 5 wrap, all right? 2,000 is like 10, depending on, the places buying the okpa. But let's say between 5 to 8 wraps in a day. So he boasts about it, that he eats it. And I mean, let's continue. But there's something I want you to see.
Yeah, you believe me. 1 man dog. Dog on you should not share another side.
So he said that he told the teacher, but meanwhile, it's like you have not heard what happened. You have not heard what happened. That 1 man called him and dropped 3,000 naira worth of the okpa. 3,000 naira. And told him, if you finish eating it, I will give you 5,000 naira. That's what he said here. If you finish eating it, that's a lot of okpa. Now,
under 130 minutes, I finished.
Under 30 minutes, finished it because his mind was on the 5K. Now, the teacher said, Okwa initiation. That means the man initiated you. How could he give you 3,000 naira worth of okpa to give you 5,000 naira? So the man initiated you. Guess what he answered? Everybody listen to this. Listen.
You should put you, my God, so I cannot die.
So he said, that one will not touch him. If it's initiation, that one will not. That my God is alive. I cannot die at the age of 13. Guys, listen. At the age of 13, no matter what that man tries or anybody, no man let. That is, I cannot die. It will not happen to me. Listen. I want to show you where that belief is coming from. You see the audacity he has. But there's a place that audacity is coming from. It's from a belief. And what's that belief? He mentioned it. Watch this. What did he say? That is, the devil cannot kill me. Why? Because when I was given birth to, death did not take me. Did you hear that? That the devil cannot kill me. Why? Because when I was given birth to, death did not take me. Therefore, if death could not take me when I was born, nobody can kill me. That is a belief. You and I know that because you did not die at your birth does not mean that people cannot kill you. Abi? But his own belief is, and somebody must have told him that. It could be the mother. The mother could have told him that maybe at some point he was sick and the mother said, you cannot die. If death did not take you at birth, death cannot take you again. And it entered his subconscious mind. Boom, it becomes a belief. That means he is willing to do and undo, but the least of his problem is somebody who is initiating him. That one cannot touch him. What is moving him? His belief. Do you understand that? So this could also help to define your own belief, all right? So as the fourth step to changing your limiting belief to empowering belief is use your so now you've created replacement belief. So you've identified, examined the beliefs, and then created replacement. You see, create replacement belief. You must create it because you have the power. All right? And then after creating, use it. How do you use it? Whenever you feel angry, jealous, anxious, focus and concentrate on the replacement belief itself. So when you feel angry, when you feel anxious, when you feel jealous, when you feel demoralized, focus and concentrate on the replacement belief with certainty. You must apply certainty. You believe this is going to work. You believe you are a Kingsman. You believe you created 15 Kingsmen. You believe it. It is ingrained in you. Nothing can stop you with certainty, even though there's no proof, but with certainty. And once you do that, constantly remind yourself that beliefs are not static. They can be changed. People that lose are those who feel that, oh, well, what is happening to me is happening to me. That's God wants it that way. You see, God doesn't want it that way. It was a belief that you got through your environment, through your religion, through your the society. All right, you got those beliefs. So it is actually disempowering when you feel that you cannot change it. You can change it. It's not static. All right. And then this new belief is just as true as the old belief was true. Do you understand? If you are struggling with discipline, it's your belief. If you're struggling with late coming, you are always coming late, is your belief. That means, you're trying to come early, is your belief. Let me shock you. The reason you continue to come late is because you believe that people will forgive you. Is it not boss? He will forgive me. So that belief is is disempowering because it is permitting you to continue doing something that will make you poor, make you disenfranchised, make you not to become who God has created you. That is a very dangerous belief. And you have to change it. The belief that people are forgiven. So if you come late, they will forgive you. Is a belief. No matter how hard you try, you will never be able to be coming on time because you believe that you will be forgiven if you come late. So any area you are struggling with, Ayo could not save. He doesn't have a savings, and you tell him, go and save. He cannot save. Why? Is it that he's not disciplined? No, he doesn't believe in it. Anything you don't believe in, you will struggle. So deal with the belief, then everything will fall in line. Your RAS, boom, will come up. It will not focus your mind. So if you're struggling with focus, your belief is weak. There's no certainty to your belief, no gumption. You must believe beyond every reasonable doubt that this is what you want to do and this will happen. And I guarantee you your focus will be in place, your discipline will be in place, your order and organization will be in place. Your belief is key. Now, use your belief. Use that replacement belief. Let me shock you guys. Mark 11:24. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, it will be yours. Matthew 21:22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. So the person that was asking me about the spiritual synchronization, are you seeing it? You'd have to believe it first. For there to be a manifestation, there's got to be a belief. And that belief is not static. That is why if you believe, Mark 9:23, everything is possible for one who believes. That means you can determine today that I believe I am a Kingsman, I am successful in this business, I will change my community. If you believe it, it will happen. Everything is possible for one who believes. 1 John 4:1. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether you are. You see that? This brings it home. Do not believe every spirit. Do not believe every religion. Do not believe every man. Test it. What does that tell you? You just don't come out and say, I believe in this thing. I believe in this society. I believe in this. No. Test it. What does that tell you? It tells you that belief is not stuck. You can dissociate from any belief that is not empowering to you. That's what it means. Because many false prophets have gone out into the world. You don't have to believe that man. Check like the Berean Christians. Go into your scriptures and dissect it by yourself. Believe. So don't be helpless and hopeless and say, oh, well, you see, since I did not go to school, in fact, the people who are succeeding in this business are those who are speaking good English. See Ambassador now, look at his English. He's not even thinking about it. He opens his mouth, the words are coming out. Wow, rah, rah, rah. He doesn't even, just open mouth, wow, all the content is coming out. You see, it's because he went to school. Me, I didn't go to school. But if you believe that despite the fact that you didn't go to school, why am I sounding so harsh? Pardon me, man. I'm just passionate. But if you believe, despite the fact that you did not go to school, that you are going to administer the highest level of success in this business. You see, it's that belief that will make you to even challenge yourself, make you to begin to read, make you to begin to, okay, this book they say I go read them by force. It's that belief that you are going to achieve more. In fact, you're going to be what's the word now? The example of the century of somebody who did not go to school. And yet that is your belief. Look at the verses, go and read them yourself. Let it permeate your soul that whatever you believe is possible. And anything you pray and you believe shall come to pass. So the question now is, how do I get myself in the mood? All right. I'm not even in the mood to begin to believe that this business will work for me, that I will become successful in this business, that I will give my best. I'm not even in the mood. Now, here's the secret. Prime yourself. So I'm going to give you Tony Robbins' prime method. Then I'm going to also add the one I use. All right. So I learned this from Tony Robbins, and you can also improve. If you're using something like this, fine. If you're not using something, you can use it. So priming yourself is getting yourself in the mood. So let's hear from Tony Robbins himself.
Said he's an alcoholic.
Yes.
We just started asking Tony about whether you drink or not. And let's pick up that conversation.
Yeah, so we found out you don't drink, and there's
I'm not
a good
against
reason.
drinking in any way. Yeah.
But those who want that buzz, want that high, where else can they get it? What do you suggest?
Well, we were just saying that, both my parents were alcoholics, so it's not like I'm against drinking. It's just the way they behaved at that point was kind of abusive, and was very abusive, and so I didn't want to be part of that. But we all want to be able to change the way we feel. That's what I spend my life showing people how to do. And what most people don't know is emotion is created by motion. The way you move determines the way you feel. You have 80 different muscles in your face, 80. For most people, this is the largest area of unemployment in the country. They use the face the same way. They feel the same emotions over and over and over. So what I was saying is I have this deal with myself called Prime. Every day I say, look, you got to have 10 minutes for yourself. If you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. And I'm not going to hope I feel good. I just got back 6 countries in 12 days. I was in India 2 days ago.
Wow.
And I woke up here feeling like somebody ran me over with a truck.
But you got yourself psyched up.
But the way I did it is I do this process. It's 10 minutes. I put some music on. I do this massive change in my breathing, so it radically changes the way I feel. And then I do this 3-step process. First, I do 3 minutes of gratitude, where I think of 3 things I'm really grateful for, and I associate. I don't think of it over there. I feel it. And the reason is, when you're grateful, you can't be worried. You can't be fearful. When you're grateful, you can't be angry. And anger and fear are what screw people up most in their relationships, in their life, in their business. So I wire myself. I was saying to you that most people want to be happy, but their habit is to be worried or pissed off or frustrated or stressed. And so they've got a highway to stress and they got a dirt road to happiness. So I wire myself. I've got a highway to gratitude, which changes all your emotions. And then I do 3-minute process of kind of a prayer for my family and friends, and then I do a 3-minute process of the top 3 things I want to accomplish. I see it as done, and I feel it. I'm done in 10 minutes. So sometimes I go 20, but my deal is 10, so there's no excuse not to do it.
You know what? I think it's a great way to kind of set the tone for the day.
It does. It changes. Listen, we've all had times when you snapped at somebody and you felt bad because it wasn't them, it was the state you're in, right? Well, there's no excuse for that. If you prime yourself, you set yourself up. They've done studies where they go to people and they have a man walk up to you and say, could you hold this for me? Hand you a cup of coffee. It's an actor. And then he takes some out of his pocket.
All right, because of time, let me summarize that, right? Let me summarize that. So emotion is created by motion, all right? He keeps saying that, and that is true. Emotion is created by motion. So if you move in a sluggish way, in a slouchy way, it will affect your emotional state. If you're happy, if you move, you are fast, you are energetic, it will also affect your emotional state, all right? So 10 minutes priming, that's what he suggested. What I added is 3 deep breaths first. So I discovered that sometimes we wake up and we're not in the mood to do anything. For some people, not everybody, but we're not in the mood to do anything. and we're dragging and dragging and dragging, I discover one secret. Deep breath flushes it, pumps blood into your brain and makes you get up. Now, if you do deep breaths on your bed, it will help you to just get up. But if you can get up and go outside and take another deep breath, fresh air, try it tomorrow morning if you can. But if you can't go outside, the first thing is just do 3 deep breaths. And when I say deep breaths, I'm not talking about shallow breaths. So you suck it in. So you suck it in and you keep it there. Hold it until it's as if you're about to run out of consciousness. Take it out of your mouth. Take it from your nostrils. Exhale from your mouth. Deep breath from your nostrils. Suck it in. Hold it there. I've taught you guys this thing before. So now you hold it until as if you're about to lose consciousness. You exhale from your mouth. First, do it the second time. The third time. Now, this deep breath therapy works anytime if you're feeling annoyed, anxious, if you're feeling that, the whole world has collapsed around you, to quickly boost your energy. Somebody annoyed you, you're angry. To boost your energy, do this 3 deep breath exercise 3 times. Suck up air from your nostrils, hold it there. Some of you don't remember to do this, but anytime you remember to do this, just begin to do it, make it a habit, and it becomes a part of it. And you have to believe in it. All right. If you believe in it, it begins to work for you. So if you hold the breath as if you're about to lose consciousness, breathe out with your mouth, not your nose, your mouth. Okay. Do it 3 times. Boom. You get energized, and then you can begin to prime yourself. Now, 3 minutes of gratitude. Remember what I said? Not gratitude. Take three things that you are grateful for that day. Number 1, you woke up. Number 2, you're in good health. Number 3, you have a business that others don't have. It could be, my mother is alive. She was in the hospital, and I'm grateful that my mother is alive. I'm grateful that my siblings are alive. So in 3 minutes, just gratitude. And that gratitude has got to be mixed with emotions, okay? So like he said, you cannot be grateful and annoyed at the same time. You cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. No. Gratitude is actually the key that opens the door for God to reside in our affairs. Then 3 minutes of prayers for loved ones. You pray for your loved ones, those who are here. Pray for your business partners in the business. Pray for your prospect. Pray for your prospect that saw the business yesterday, that today is going to be, that God will show the person mercy, that they will see this business and start. Pray for them 3 minutes. Then 3 minutes, pray for 3 things that you want to get done. So you want to become a Kingsman. Your drive is to become a Kingsman. You pray about it. It could be Kingsman. It could be to sponsor 5 Kingsmen. So pray about 3 things that you want to get done. Okay. Then to complete the 10 minutes. All right. Because the 10 minutes begins from 3 minutes of gratitude. 1 minute of thanksgiving. Then your prayer is done. So this is pretty much how your prayer should go. So it could be more than 10 minutes. It could be 20 minutes, but at least not less than 10 minutes to get all these things done. Even if you do, sometimes maybe you might do 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 7 minutes, but the bottom line is that you have to prime yourself every single day. Now, after priming yourself, then prime your belief. Prime your belief. So how do you do it? I use the 3-5-9 rule. Now, the 3-5-9 rule states that write down 3 I ams in the morning, write down 5 I ams in the afternoon, write down 9 I ams before you go to bed. Somebody wrote something here. Powerful training, sir, but sometimes we fall susceptible to negative belief system. We claim we don't believe in them, yet it forms our belief system simply because it's entered our thoughts long enough. But most times it wasn't our fault. It was just as a result of the environment we found ourselves and our background. Mastermind trainings like this is just what we need. You are very correct. There are some unconscious beliefs that we have formed over a long period of time, and it is controlling us. All right. So what I say is you have to trace where those beliefs are coming from. It could be from your dad. It could be from your mom. It could be from your grandmom, your community where you grew up with. So identifying it is very key, because if you don't identify it, it becomes a problem. But guess what? Every grown man or woman can identify what is controlling them. I'm telling you the truth. You know where it started from. All you need to do is just relax and think about it. All right. Have a journey into the past. You get where that program is. I guarantee you, trust me. The reason you will not find out is if you don't do this exercise. If you don't sit down, shut out every distraction in a calm environment. You could do it in the evening where there's no light, specifically where there's no light. That's the exercise you have to do. Where there's no light, and take a trip back into the past. All right. For some people, you might need external help. You might need a therapist to help you to do that, all right? But you can actually do it yourself, okay? But if you feel that you need help for somebody, it's a belief. You believe that you're not enough. But if you begin to believe that you're enough, you can actually sit down and take your mind to the past, where this problem is coming from. You remember. Do you know why? Because it's in your subconscious mind. You can call it forth if you are calm. So that being said, just in response to what you wrote, Bond, that being said, okay, prime yourself, the previous slide. Okay, take a screenshot of it quickly. Take a screenshot of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Move. Prime your belief. Use the 3-5-9 rule. 3 I ams in the morning, 5 I ams in the afternoon, 9 I ams in the evening. You are priming your belief to store it and make it real. So what do I mean? Write down I am so. Don't just write I am. I am a Kingsman, or I am enough. Now you're going to do this for 30 days or 60 days. Do it the first 30 days, do it the second 30 days before you change to another I am. So let me break it down. You could write I am a Kingsman, 1. Or you could have 3 things that you want to capture in the priming of your belief. So it could be I am a Kingsman. I am enough. I am, what else? I am healthy. Maybe you're battling with your health. So I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy. And that is 1 prime. So you write, I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy. That's 1 time. I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy. That's 2 times. I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy. 3 times. That's what you're going to write in the morning. In the afternoon, 5 times. You have to have the book. I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy. I am a Kingsman, I am enough, I am healthy, twice. I'm a Kingsman, I'm enough, I'm healthy, 3 times. I'm a Kingsman, I'm enough, I'm healthy, 4 times. Write it 5 times in the afternoon, then continue doing whatever you're doing, okay? Then before you sleep, I am a Kingsman, I'm enough, I am healthy. I'm a Kingsman, I'm enough, I'm healthy. I am Kingsman, I'm enough, I'm healthy. I am a Kingsman, I'm enough, I'm healthy. As you're saying it, as you're writing it, you're saying it. As you're writing it, you're saying it. As you're writing it, you're saying it like a mantra. As you write it down, you say it, all right? Now, please take a screenshot of this, all right? I have my own journal, and I write it. I've been writing it every day, all right? I divided it into 2. I've been writing it every day. Choose your own. Don't write what I wrote, all right? So what belief do you want to have? What new belief? Internalize it. I am prosperous. So you could write just 1. I am prosperous. I am prosperous. I am prosperous 3 times. In the afternoon, I am prosperous. I am prosperous. I am prosperous 5 times. In the evening, I am prosperous. I am prosperous. Do that for 60 days. The first 30 days and the second 30 days. While you're doing other things, all right? You're just priming your belief. I guarantee you, after 60 days, you don't need to write it again. It becomes your embodiment. It becomes who you are. And you begin to live in that manner. Or you could write 3 things like I told you, together, but don't write more than 4. It becomes too cumbersome. It will not have, the effect will be watered down. So from research, you'd have 1, 2, or 3 items you have to write at once, and then now use the 3-5-9 rule. Now, here is how you're going to work this. I don't know if you saw this. Let me show it to you again. I hope you saw. So I write it down every single day, all right? Every single day. 3 times in the morning when I wake up. As you can see here, you see the date, all right? So every date, I capture the dates, and I begin. So that makes you, now, a lot of things are going to happen when you start doing this. A lot of things are going to happen when you start doing this. Number 1, you are priming your belief, and you are making it authentic to your subconscious mind. And when you write it, please make sure you say it, because there's got to be a mixture of feelings with what you're writing. That is when it will be internalized. Focus on 1 or 2 or 3 things and prime it with 3-5-9 rule for 60 days. After 60 days, you can start another one, okay? Don't change it. Maintain that 1 or maintain those 2. Or maintain those 3. Don't do 4. Adeniro, I see you are writing, I'm a Kingsman, I'm healthy, I'm enough, I'm prosperous. It ain't gonna work. Choose only 3 things. Immediate things that you want to prime. Beliefs you want to prime now. And then begin to write, or 2 things, or just 1 thing. And then prime using the 3-5-9 rule. Write 3 times in the morning, 5 times in the afternoon, 9 times before you sleep. There will be some days you forget to write the 9 times before you sleep. There will be some days you forget to, because you're so busy, super busy, you couldn't. All right? You couldn't write it down. Carry it over. So you only wrote 3 times and 5 times the previous day. You didn't write 9 times. In the morning of the next day, you write your 3 times and write 9 times again. So that's 12 times. All right, that's 12 times in the morning, so that you make up for the previous day. And then in the afternoon, you do 5 times, and in the evening, you do 9 times. It is discipline, but what are you doing? You are reinforcing yourself. Now, once that is done, what if you missed 2 days or 3 days? You didn't write at all. It's okay. Forgive yourself. Continue from the 4th day. You don't need to carry everything over. That'll be too cumbersome. Don't worry. Forget what happened in the past, and then start as if you're starting afresh. The 4th day, write 3 times in the morning, 5 times in the afternoon. Okay? All right. Did we get value?